Hi, I'm Mark Stallings. Welcome to Holiday Carts in Oak Island, North Carolina. We hope you have a wonderful stay while you're here. Today we're going to go over the safety and operational procedures for our Icon 6-seater golf carts. This is a mandatory video with a lot of important information, so sit tight. We'll get you in and out of the video. Welcome to Oak Island, enjoy your stay, and thank you for being a part of our family.
Your golf cart is classified as an LSV, or low-speed vehicle. All vehicle laws, regulations, and operational protocols apply to the operation of our LSVs as they would for your own personal vehicle. Please operate your LSV with care and respect. Our town has granted our renters the privilege of LSV usage on select roads. If this is abused, Holiday Carts and other agencies' ability to rent can easily be revoked by our town. Low-speed LSV, low-speed vehicles, may only be operated on roads with a posted speed limit of 35 miles an hour or less. Please check under your driver's seat for a laminated map of roads you are permitted to operate our vehicles on. Yellow, green, and red line streets indicate where you are permitted to drive our vehicles. Our LSVs are not permitted to be driven on any beaches or in sand. Golf carts are not permitted to be driven off-road. Golf carts are only permitted to be driven on the appropriate roads in Oak Island and Caswell Beach. Your LSV does not accelerate as fast as your primary vehicles. You must allow more time and space to cross roads and allow larger margins of safety as you're accustomed to when driving your personal vehicle. Your LSV is smaller and is less visible to automobiles. Please operate with the utmost defensive driving mindset. You must have your credentials registered with Holiday Carts to operate our vehicles. Only drivers listed on our rental agreement with their license and insurance on file are permitted to drive the rented LSV. To operate our LSV, you must always have your license and insurance card with you at all times for all drivers. The cart's registration is laminated and found in the front seat storage compartment. Operators are required by law to obey all NCDOT laws and regulations. Your LSV is classified as a motor vehicle, just as your primary vehicle, and is mandated to the same rules and regulations that govern its operation. All passengers must wear seatbelts. You cannot haul more passengers than your rented LSV has seatbelts. You are required to use all indicators as you operate your LSV and do not drive your LSV in any impaired state. You can park your LSV in any space designated for a motor vehicle. Please note, there is golf cart only spaces at some of our beach access points here in Oak Island. Out of respect for other beachgoers, we recommend utilizing those spaces first. Your required accident and incident reporting protocol is listed on a laminated sheet stored beneath the operator's seat. Any and all accidents must be reported. It is your responsibility to capture accurate detail and information regarding the accident, to include, but not limited to, photos, police reports, and information and statements from all parties. If your cart requires assistance, please contact Holiday Carts between business hours 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Our number is 910-800-0837 and can be found on our accident and incident instruction sheet found underneath the driver's seat compartment.
Now let's talk about how we interface or use the cart as well as what's on board with the cart. First of all, some basic blocking and tackling, some of the important stuff. We've already made mention of where we can drive our carts in Oak Island and Caswell. We have a map here. This map, just a quick recap, is going to give you green, yellow, and red roads that you will notice. The reds we avoid, they're 45 miles an hour or more. Anything 35 miles an hour or less is going to be designated in green or yellow. What's the difference? Green, low traffic road. Yellow is a higher traffic road. You are permitted on these roads, but it's our recommendation that you minimize your time on those roads. The second thing is what to do in case of an accident. It's going to be laminated and stored in each side cart. So what to do in case of an accident is right here, and we also have our number here if you need our assistance. Feel free to give us a call. The other thing that's going to be found in the cart, either in the seat or when you arrive to your property, is going to be an actual charger itself. The chargers themselves come with an 18-foot cord. The charger plugs into a standard outlet and will be designated in each facility that we have a cart. A couple of things. When charging the cart, you have a charger port right here. It's just simply going to plug into the charger port. You're going to see the activation light come on. This light is either going to be red, yellow, or green. In this case, you'll see that it comes on. The light is red. That indicates that it's charging. The battery for this cart, we've selected the lithium battery. We selected the lithium battery to get maximum distance out of each charge. These carts are good for roughly 25 to 30 miles on a single charge. We do recommend, it is very important that you not drive the battery all the way down. It needs to be charged before it gets into the red zone, or they can shut down to protect themselves from damage. So we want to make sure that we charge. We do not recommend that you charge these overnight. These need to be charged. They charge relatively quick compared to a traditional lead acid battery and need to be unplugged. We don't want to keep power running to the cart underneath these houses overnight. Let's talk about the operation of the vehicle. First and foremost, per North Carolina DOT, Department of Transportation, always wear your seatbelt. You simply plug in, or snap in, I should say, and then they will pull tight. There are 6 seatbelts, there are 6 seats. So there needs to be a seatbelt for everybody that is here. It's very important. NCDOT requires, because this is a low-speed vehicle, not a golf cart, as it's registered with North Carolina, you must have a child in a car seat. That is very important and worth noting. Operation of the vehicle. Let's just go over it here just real briefly. I'll turn this one off. I'll show you how to turn it on. We've made some changes. Gone are the traditional keys. The traditional keys get lost at the beach, buried in the sand, and we don't find them again. So we've gone to a digital keypad, if you will. When you check in, you will get an email from our system. That system will let you know what the code is for your vehicle. This code I'm going to show you is 2425. So you would come up to your keypad, you would select 2425, and then you would hit enter and the car is ready to go. Now, let's talk about kind of the operation. Much like your vehicle, it's not much different, but essentially this is going to be your gear selector. This is going to be forward, neutral, and reverse. We do recommend that you come to a complete stop before changing your gear selector. Back up to the steering wheel. If you take a look at your column, you have a lever to the left. It's going to be your indicator. It's going to be your left-right indicator. You are required per DOT regulations to utilize your indicator and indicate to oncoming traffic. You also have your horn on the end, and then you have your light switch here, which is going to give your daytime running lights, low beams, and or high beams. Make sure that at night you do have your lights on. Double check these continuously. The brake and gas are down below. Please note that there is no emergency brake. The emergency brake is an automatic feature built into the Icon 6-seater golf cart, so when you get out of your cart, the brake is going to automatically set. When you come to a stop, the brake is going to automatically set. Make sure before you take off that all mirrors are adjusted properly so that you can see down both sides of the vehicle, so that you can see oncoming traffic. Keep in mind, these carts go 25 miles an hour. They are allowed in 35-mile-per-hour zones, so these mirrors are going to be important because you do have cars coming up on you at 10 miles an hour faster than you're traveling. So you want to keep an eye on what's going on behind you. A couple of things as we go forward. They have windshields that fold down. You'll notice this one's folded down. Most people in the summer prefer this feature folded down because you get wind through the actual car itself. It can be put up in the event of rain. We do recommend at night, before you put it up, in case it's going to rain, you do put it up so that the inside stays drier. Each cart per NCDOT has a manual windshield wiper that you will find here. And then a feature that we've added to try to make the beach stay a little more fun is going to be, if you will, the sound bars that are on each car. These are going to interact via Bluetooth with your phone so that you can utilize your own music while enjoying the car driving down the road. This is a decision that we made for the 2025 season, and we hope that you enjoy it greatly. Moving to the back of the cart, you have our last 2 seats. Recommended that our youngest travel here in the middle. Seat belts, again, for all occupants. That continues through per NCDOT regulations. All 6 seats with their field, they need to have seat belts in that location. This back seat does fold down so that you have cargo storage if you want to lock it into place and put anything in this location. We've added on all of our carts a beach chair holder if you want to. And then the other thing that we've done here at Holiday Carts is, per license plate, you've got beach access to parking. Access to our beaches on a weekly basis is give or take $80. You are not going to have a pass, you're not going to have a permit. The license plate of your car is going to be registered with the town. This is going to be the pass that you have. So the license plate essentially is the passport.